Perhaps you've heard that KTVQ will soon be under new ownership. The EW Scripps Company is buying Q2 and 13 of our sister stations from Evening Post Industries. Both the companies actually started as newspaper outfits back in the late 1800s. News of this sale, though, comes as Q2 celebrates 65 years on the air this week. In tonight's Q2 Rewind, we get some help remembering the good old days from longtime Q2er Vic Miller and the visionary Joe Sample, the founder of the Montana Television Network. November 1953. Q2 goes on the air first as Cook TV, a scrappy operation helmed by radio folks experimenting with the brand new medium. 2 years into its operations, Chicago ad man Joe Sample buys in and eventually would champion a bold vision for the growing station.
I joined the station in December of 1955, and I remember the story of Vic being marooned out at the radio station by a snowstorm, so I was anxious to meet him to see if he was well, you know, but I haven't figured that out yet. But
no, the jury is still out on that one.
Yeah.
In those early days, some viewers still weren't sure how TV worked.
There was a lady down in Wyoming that thought Lawrence Welk was watching her undress at night. She was really concerned. I tried to explain how television works, but I don't think I ever convinced her.
When we first got rolling into television, of course, you didn't have teleprompters, you didn't have tape machines. So you come up here with a script and go boing, boing, you know, like one of these little birds that keeps going down, getting some water and coming up. So you had as much eye contact as you could, but it was a radio broadcast on television initially.
Right.
And then we started getting some of the bells and whistles, and it improved it a great deal.
For the next couple decades, the changes kept coming. Biggest of all, acquiring stations in Butte and Great Falls, building a new one in Missoula, and linking them together with the Montana Television Network.
MTN News is everywhere in Montana. In Billings, look for Liz Anderson. You'll find her where the action is.
In 1983, Sample explained where that vision came from as he announced that he would be selling the station.
On the winning team, MTN News.
I'd watched the legislature in action, or inaction, as you might put it, and I had sort of the opinion that if people in Billings understood what was happening in Missoula, that maybe they could agree when they got up into Helena, but it really didn't work out that well. I think we've accomplished in some degree a unification of the state. On the other hand, there are markets, particularly Billings, I think, where people here have not been as interested in the happenings in Missoula or Butte or Great Falls or other parts of the state. I guess I'm stubborn, but I still think that it's possible to get Montana together with a newscast.
Sample says he had mixed emotions about selling. For one, the deal came together far quicker than expected.
I wasn't quite prepared for it, to be honest. I thought we'd reached a point where there wasn't a great deal more we could do with the state of broadcasting as a whole at the time. I had figured it'd take 3 or 4 years to get these stations on the market and sold and everything like that, so I wasn't really quite prepared for it.
The new out-of-state owners also did not invest in the station or the community as much as Sample had hoped.
And then the other thing, I guess, that I miss is the inability to get on the air and give editorials, which I did very rarely, but I would love to get on the air today, believe me.
By the way, we told the 95-year young Joe Sample he has an open invitation to come in and share his editorial views anytime. Also a special thank you to longtime Q2 Master Control Operator John Johnson, the station's de facto historian who's gathered a lot of that historic material. And the company, by the way, that Sample sold to owned Q2 for about 10 years before selling it to our current owners. After his time in commercial television, Joe Sample became a longtime friend and supporter to this day of public radio here in Montana.